everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Dia and I do lifestyle and health related videos. Today I'm going to be sharing a guide on protein shakes for beginners. So if you are curious about protein shakes and when and why and what and everything about them, please continue watching. If protein shakes are not a part of your regular diet, I am assuming that it is because that you think that protein shakes are especially for athletes and bodybuilders. Now, while that is somewhat true, protein shakes can also be had by regular people like you and me with a balanced diet to ensure that your health and your nutrition needs stay on track. There are different types of protein powders out there in the market, and they all have different types of ingredients, different types of protein combinations, and different ways of having them. And it all depends actually on what your health goals are and what your body requirements are to actually choose the right kind of protein powder for yourself. Some protein powders are used as a supplement of protein, whereas there are others which can be used as complete meal replacement products. Some of the most popular types of protein powders, and some of you might have already heard about, are whey protein, which is a very quickly absorbed protein powder. It is dairy based and it contains all the essential amino acids. Similarly, there's another one known as casein, which the difference between whey and casein is that while whey is absorbed by the body very quickly, casein is absorbed very slowly. All right, so whereas whey would kind of give you a lot of energy and supplement your protein, and it's easier to digest, casein makes you feel fuller for a longer period of time. All right, both of them are dairy based and both have all the essential amino acids. Apart from these two, you can also find soy protein, which of course is a plant-based protein taken from soy. It is rich in soy isoflavones, and it also provides a lot of other health benefits. It includes all the essential amino acids as well. Okay, next is hemp. Now, hemp again is a plant-based protein powder. It is very high in omega-3 and omega-6, but is low in lysine, which is one of the essential amino acids. Then we have rice and pea, both of which are plant-based again. However, rice is again low in lysine, and pea is low in cysteine and methionine. So each of these protein powders, as you can see, have something or the other lacking in them, right? So it really depends on what you are looking for in terms of what this protein powder should do for you. That is how you should basically select a protein powder and not just blindly buy whichever is the most famous. Now, some brands use only one particular type of these proteins in their protein powders, whereas there are certain brands like Herbalife Nutrition who blend the protein with other nutritional components so that it becomes a complete meal and can become a meal replacement product instead. Now, this is not a sponsored post. Herbalife Nutrition has not sponsored this. I am talking about this brand only because I personally use it and I have found it extremely beneficial for myself, and I've seen a lot of other people who use it also rave about the products, and not just the shakes, but any other product that they have. They've really helped me gain weight. I was extremely thin to a point that I had absolutely no strength left in my body, and I would be extremely tired. Like if I just worked on something for like 5-10 minutes, I would become extremely tired. I was very lethargic, and I've seen that there has been a massive change in the way I lead my life and how energetic I am today because of this product. Now, Let me give you 5 reasons why you should have protein shakes. All right, so first of all, of course, it is a very quick way of having a meal, especially for those people who are always on the run or have extremely minimal time to have lunch or breakfast during their working hours. Is like people who are in corporates, people who have like who usually eat lunch at their desks, or they're running into a meeting right at lunchtime, or people who are on the run, like sales representatives and people like that, who do not, who for lunch they would immediately reach out to a KFC or a McDonald's. So instead of doing that, you can carry a protein shake with you. It's easy to make and everything is portable, and you can just have it instead of having junk. The next thing is, it is a meal replacement. A lot of protein shakes, like I said, are meal replacements which supplement all your nutrients which you are not getting from junk food, obviously. And if you don't, especially if you don't have the time to sit down and have a proper meal that will serve you as a complete meal, it controls your calorie content, it controls your portion. It is basically a godsend for those people who are trying to control your calories. And having meals outside really intimidates you, especially because you don't know how many calories a particular meal might be. This is the best way of controlling that. It also helps you in losing weight, which obviously is because it controls your calorie count. It also, for those people who are trying to gain weight, it actually helps you if you have it along with your 3 basic meals of the day. So if you are having protein shakes in between these 3 meals, it'll actually help you supplement the nutrition that you're not getting from your meals, and also help in better absorption of the nutrients that is coming from regular meals and the nutrients that the shake is providing for you, resulting in a healthy weight gain and not a negative weight gain. Another thing, of course, the whole purpose of a protein shake is to supplement the amount of protein that you need daily in your diet. Now, we might be eating a lot of protein rich food, but you never know how much of protein is actually going, or are you actually canceling out the protein with the amount of fat that you're having. So a protein shake is a very good way of balancing the amount of fat that goes in and the amount of protein that goes in. And lastly, of course, it is a fuel for your body. You can have protein shakes right after your workout because, as you all know, after a workout, when your muscles have been torn and they've gone through a rough exercise, you need to provide your body with a lot of protein so that your muscles start building up again, and this wear and tear and then again building eventually leads to muscle gain, which is extremely important for your strength. Now, knowing all this about protein shakes is not enough. You also need to know how to choose the right protein shake for you. Now, as I said before, a lot of protein shakes are made of different ingredients, and for you to know those ingredients are very important because that will help you decide which one is actually good for you. Now, if I had to take an example, because this is the only kind of protein shake that I drink, so I'm going to be giving you the example of the Herbalife Nutrition Protein Shake. This is in the strawberry flavor. There are lots of other flavors available. So this is a meal replacement product, right? So it not only supplements your protein intake of the day, it also gives you vitamins, minerals, and your other 4 macros. So let's take a look into what all this particular product gives you so that you get an idea of how you should kind of understand the nutritional label on these protein powders. So let's take a look. Now this, if you look at the nutrition label behind, it says that, so it gives you a division of 3 types of ways to take it. Now, if you take it with water, or 250 ml of skimmed milk, or 375 ml of partially skimmed milk. So now let's go with 250 ml because that is the standard amount of how much you would generally drink. and in like one each time. Yeah, so for 250 ml of partially skimmed milk and 25 grams of the formula, which means 2 scoops of this, you get 200 calories. All right, so imagine getting all of this, and I'll tell you what all you get in it, in 200 calories. Okay, you have about 1.5 grams of saturated fats, which are good fats. You have 0 trans fat, 0 cholesterol. You have 210 mg of sodium, 620 mg of potassium. You have 26 grams of carbohydrates, 3 grams of fiber, and 18 grams of sugar. But if you mix it with the milk, with the skimmed milk or with soy milk, it gives you that extra 9 grams of protein. So together with that, it gives you 18 grams of protein. All right, apart from these macros, it also gives you a ton of vitamins and minerals. So you have vitamin A, B, B1, B3, B6, you have vitamin C, D, E, you have folate, calcium, iron, phosphorus, magnesium, zinc, all of this in 200 calories. Can you imagine that, guys? I mean, if you had to have all of these things in one meal, I can't even imagine how many calories that would go up to. Like, it's brilliant. It's a brilliant concept, right? These protein shakes, like they help you not only control calorie, they give you every bit of nutrient that you need, and they do it with, and they control your portion as well. I mean, like, what more can you ask for? Like, really. And another thing, strawberry flavor. Okay, and there are like tons of flavors like this. Okay, so you like, there's no excuse. Like, you can't even tell me that they taste disgusting, because they don't taste disgusting. Now, after you choose the powder, it is also important to see what kind of liquid is supposed to be used to make that protein shake, which means, can you use water, can you use milk, or are you supposed to use a fruit juice, or what is it? And this will usually be available at the back of the label itself. All these come with that recommendation, because there are certain ingredients, certain types of proteins that do better with water, certain types of protein that do better with milk, and this will be available on the product itself. So now, if you are let's say if you need to have a protein which is dairy based, but you are lactose intolerant, I would recommend going to a doctor and kind of figuring out if you should have it because of your medical situation. In case any of you have any medical restrictions which kind of go against what is written in the nutrition label, you need to consult with a physician and kind of see if it'll work for you, because it's better. I'm not saying that protein shakes have side effects. It's just that if something is wrong for you because of your medical condition, it's always better to get an opinion about it before you start taking it. Okay, now in terms of, now, as I said this before, that protein shakes are used both for weight gain and for weight loss. Right now, how is that possible? How is one product going to do both? Now, if you see logically, okay, now protein shakes help you control your appetite, right? They make you full, okay, but they also control your calorie count and they control your portion. These are the three things that are absolute necessity for those people who are trying to lose weight. Okay, now if you're trying to gain weight and you supplement these as snacks in between your meals, then it actually gives you an additional boost which helps in weight gain. All right, now, however, you will find that in a lot of places on Google and on anybody who has had protein shakes might be able to tell you that you can have protein powders with fruit juices. Now, while that is true, only people who are trying to gain weight should actually do that, because fruit juices have added calories, and if you really are trying to control your calorie count, then you might not want to do this. So if you're only looking for weight loss, then try to have your protein shake either with water or with skimmed or soy milk, whichever suits you the best. Now there are two add-ons that I want to talk about, which you can add into your protein shakes. One is fiber. Now fiber is not usually present in large quantities in any protein shake, so you might want to add like an extra either a fiber powder or add natural fiber like flax seeds, chia seeds, oats. And by oats I don't mean masala oats, I mean like regular normal untreated oats. Okay, you might want to add any of these into your shake. It'll give you a nice flavor and it'll add more fiber, which will again help in cleaning up your digestive system. Okay, another thing is adding ice. Now unless you are somebody who absolutely doesn't like to have really cold drinks, if you like to have ice, please add a lot of ice to your shakes, because what it does is that it kind of makes your shakes a little more voluminous. Like it increases the quantity of your shake, so you think that you're drinking more, right? But there is no added calorie, because ice is water. Water doesn't have calories, right? So I think you should use this in case you are somebody who likes to see a lot of food and is trying to lose weight at the same time, so cannot eat a lot of food. So you might want to try this out. Whenever I talk about protein shakes with anyone, the number one question, and this has happened like 100% of the time, the number one question that I get is, what are the side effects? Okay, now tell me one thing honestly, like when you guys go out and eat samosas or chaat, and that guy is making that chaat with that dirty little hand of his, which has, you don't know where that hand has been, like honestly you don't know where that hand has been, and vada paos and things like that from the roadside, you know that those have side effects. You actually know that they have, but you still eat them. And when we offer you like protein shakes, which are actually healthy products, that's when you ask for side effects. Like really? So honestly, like, okay, do you know when protein powders start having side effects? It's actually our own mistake. Okay, so what we do is, when we're like full on pumped and we go to the gym and we work out like crazy, and then we come back and have protein shakes, and we can see that our muscles are building up, and we are reaching our health goal, and you have the perfect body that you wanted to have all this while, and you've worked towards it so hard. And when you finally achieve it, you're like, oh wow, I'm done. This is now my new body, and so I don't need to do all this anymore. Like I've already achieved it. And then you not only quit the protein shake, which is fine by the way, you also quit your workouts or whatever physical activity that you were doing. You quit your entire diet and your meal plan and the system. You start waking up late, you become slouchy, you become a couch potato, and then you put on weight. Please tell me, would this not happen if you didn't have a protein shake in the first place? It would, right? If there was no protein shake involved in your life, all right, and you did all of this, you didn't work out, you didn't eat well, you didn't do any kind of physical activity, you just were a couch potato Netflixing the whole day, wouldn't you put on weight? You would, right? And eating junk, by the way, you would put on weight. So how is it the protein powder's fault, right? So please understand that the protein powder in itself doesn't have any side effect. It depends on how you use it. And if you want to quit having the protein powder, I don't know why, but if at all there is a situation where you want to quit, please talk to your trainers, please talk to your coaches about how you can actually supplement. Now, see, you are taking out a massive portion of your nutrition that was being given by the protein shake. You need to supplement that equal amount of nutrition and low calorie count in your meal, like your general meals that you're going to have, right? So you really need to, without having that backup, without supplementing that nutrition, if you take out a lot of nutrition from your system and do not back it up with exercise and all of that, then what happens is you will lose out on the body that you built, and of course you don't want that. So it is possible to stop using protein powders, but please ensure that you do it gradually. You supplement the rest of your meals effectively with the kind of nutrition that was being given by your protein powder, and then gradually stop. All right, that's all from me today. I really hope that you were able to get some help about protein powders from this video, and it's not that scary a topic. It is fairly simple. Just look at the nutrition labels of the protein powders and select the best one that suits your body and your health needs. If you have any more questions about protein powders, or if you want to know more about Herbalife Nutrition protein powders, please DM me on Instagram and I'll help you out. If you are new here, again, please subscribe if you haven't. Please give it a massive thumbs up if you think this video was good, informative, and you learned something from it, and I will see you next week. Bye.